Hello YouTube, iFixItAll here, Team iFixItAll. So, I got my replacement drill today. So the day I made the video about this one, I placed the order and here it is. But what I needed to do was convey something I wanted to. It was bugging me that Craftsman hasn't fixed this problem on their cordless drill chuck. It's been a long time since I've owned a cordless drill. So long, in fact, that it was pre-lithium ion battery pack. But my son told me, "Yeah, Dad, you need a cordless drill. You're always using a drill." Okay. Well, evidently I use this one a lot. And look at the color difference. It's less than 2 years old, so I've been using it. One of the things I wanted to talk about, and that's what I have set up right now, is the chuck itself and the way it attaches up in here. I thought on my original one, my chuck was just a little bit loose because it had a lot of wobble. The whole mechanical linkage moves side to side, and it was really pissing me off because when you use really small drill bits and you want to be precision, you can't have any play. And I just wanted to show you, new out of the box, this drill has not been used. They ended up sending me a new charger, a battery, and a drill because that's all they had in stock. Let's see if I got something else here. Hang on. Packing slips inside. Anyway, yeah. So I'm going to clear this back. Get out of the way. I've got this zeroed out. I'm going to zoom in and show you what the let's just call it play in this assembly right here. Watch this. I've got this magnetic dial indicator. Yeah. This is a stainless steel plate, so it's not magneticing. So I've got to hold this, the body of the drill in one spot, and you get some needle deflection when I fiddle with it. Let me see if I'm even in the right spot. Ooh, I don't know what happened. Let me get set up again. There we go. Alright, I'll zero that back out again. That'll be good enough for what we need to do. Okay. Set the drill right there. Alright, so I can get past this one little part here. Take a look at how much play is in there. Whoops. where the needle barely touches. Okay. Yeah, this is just friction. I'm just depending on too many variables here to get an accurate reading. So the basically, I'm just trying to demonstrate the play. I can get 30 thousandths of an inch, 0.030 of slop. All right, get rid of that. And the point I was making was this right here. Watch that gap. Nah. Can you guys even see that? I'm literally rocking it back and forth. That's no good. That has to be perfect. The fitment right here has to be perfect. Like, the tolerance level is acceptable in my book for something like that. Couple 3 thousandths. That has to be snug as, but it's so floppy. And that, now if you have a drill bit in there, your drill bit, that might be 3 thousandths of play from here to wherever the pivot point is. But if you have a drill bit in there, now your pivot point is referencing the same point but out to the end of the drill bit. That's a lot of play. And that's a lot of room for creating an environment where your drill bit can over drill a hole. You could over drill a hole. You're not drilling accurate with that wobble. I don't have that problem in other chucks. Let me see here. I got no play on the end of this DeWalt. There's just nothing. I can feel a little bit. I can hear it. But it's not like that. Try to watch this gap right here. Crazy. All right, hang that back up. So what I'm going to do is, since I saw what happened to the transmission in this one, I'm going to open this one up and see if there was any grease. Because What I know is a lot of times when we buy new tools, they don't grease things up correctly or well enough to my liking. I don't know if you guys feel the same way or not. Pause while I break this thing open and we'll take a look-see inside. I think I have all the screws out. See what happens. Forward and reverse switch. And what do I have to be careful with up here? LED light. Terminal strip. There we go. So what we're after is to check out and see if there's enough grease in there. It certainly appears like they greased up in there pretty darn good. I see they've got this installed. Fairly proper. Yep, that's what I learned from last go. I learned that all I had to do was twist, and I can remove the transmission assembly. Well, for the most part. Alright, so there's grease there. Set that aside. Might need some tweezers. Or a pick of some sort. I'll just use tweezers. Normal tweezers. I need a place to put. Well, my table's clean. I just didn't want to get grease back all over it after I just cleaned everything up. I don't know if there's a right side and a wrong side to these. Nope. I'll be honest with you. There is grease in there. Let's go deeper. I want to see. Let's see, we got 4 groups of screws. I'm going to take these 4 out right here. I'll be right back. Actually, no, I won't. What I'll do is I'm going to take a few things out and I'm going to lay them out on the rag in the order in which they are assembled. This would be the back end of the transmission assembly. So I can take a gear out. If you've never done anything like this, exposure is half the battle. In other words, learning stuff new won't be so new to you next time. So just start tearing things up. Take it apart. Just make sure you have a method of procedure beforehand. What we're after is to try to find out if this bail assembly is hooked on proper. It's pulling this ring gear here. Is it properly latched in? And also to examine whether there's enough grease. I'm thinking there's, from the factory, that's sufficient enough grease. Bear with me while I'm examining something. Nope, it does have a stop. Okay. Now I'm down to some more gears. Come on. Yeah, I'm deep into that plastic housing now, holding the entire transmission assembly gear parts. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to pull this plastic piece off. And I got to know that I got to remember the bail goes up into this stall here. So that tells me how to orientate my plastic housing, because that bail right here works in conjunction with this raised notch area, which is my speed control 1 or 2. Again, what we're after is try to find out if that bail is hooked in on the bottom of that or not. And I believe it is, because if it wasn't, I wouldn't be able to pull it back. Let's take a look-see anyway. Four different kinds of screws in this thing. Or 3. So far I've taken out 2 different kinds of screws. So I've got 2 different piles. Oh, the bail gets in my way. Okay. I should be able to just lift that right out. Take control of these screws real fast before they get away from me. Another thing I'm curious about is, am I missing a part inside my old drill because the transmission ate it up? So this side faces the 3 gears. Talking to myself right there. What I'm looking for right now is, are we keywayed a certain way before I take this off? This metal plate here. So that's what we were after right there. Was I correct on my previous assessment? Yep. There it is. I see the bail, this wire that's being... Yep, it's setting right in there in that crevice. I can actually pop this out right here. That's exactly correct. Yep, I'm supposed to be setting right in that. So what I'm thinking is, on the other drill, it could have just... I don't know, it popped out, so that's all I can tell you. This gear was no longer being controlled by this bail, which is controlled by a flip switch. Alright, I'm going to put this back together. Yep, that's where this fits. Yeah, that goes right in there. And that's all I wanted to show you. I'm going to add some grease. So that's all I'm going to do, is I'm going to increase the amount of grease that I have here and put this tool to work. You guys have a great day. See ya.